I can only think of one way to start the review this week. Take it away, Kevin.
I just got three things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
Hey movie fans, I'm Matt, and today we're discussing Gran Turismo starring Archie, Madekwe, David Harbour, and Orlando Bloom. Now, if somehow you've never heard of the famous driving simulator, Gran Turismo is a series of racing video games. These games are intended to emulate the appearance and performance of a large selection of vehicles, most of which are licensed reproductions of real-world automobiles. Since the franchise's debut in 1997, over 90 million copies have been sold worldwide, easily making it the best-selling video game franchise under the PlayStation brand. The film is based on the unbelievable and inspiring true story of a team of underdogs, a struggling working-class gamer, a failed former race car driver, and an idealistic motorsport executive. And together, they'll risk it all to take on the most elite sport in the world. The film is directed by Neil Blomkamp, whose most famous film is 2009's District 9. And if for some reason you haven't seen that movie, yes, see District 9. It's awesome. Outside of District 9, his other films haven't really hit with critics or fans, but this film is easily his best film in quite a long time. At the end of my Blue Beetle review last week, I said that I had no idea what to expect from this movie. On the surface, it had a lot of good things I liked. And sometimes going in with no preconceived notions can lead to pleasant surprises. And this movie was indeed a surprise. It exceeded my expectations. I mean, this is a freaking good movie. And the Rotten Tomatoes score of 61% right now feels like a disservice and feels like it should be higher. But the debate over a Rotten Tomatoes score is a discussion for another day. But let's talk about the movie itself and what I liked about it. At its core, Gran Turismo explores a universally relatable theme: the pursuit of dreams. Life is challenging. We know this, and we feel this, and often dreams feel like they're just out of reach. And it's precisely this type of underdog story that should resonate with audiences. And while the specifics of becoming a race car driver may not apply to everyone, the overarching theme of determination and defying the odds certainly does. I mean, come on, everyone loves an underdog story. The racing sequences are nothing short of intense and thrilling, and what sets them apart is the stylish editing. The film seamlessly weaves helicopter shots with slow motion, with intricate shots inside the vehicle's mechanisms, or clever nods to the video games all wrapped up together. It's a visual spectacle that just differentiates itself from being just a traditional racing film. Archie Madekwe holds his own in the lead role as Jan Mardenborough and really does deliver a solid performance. However, it's the supporting cast that truly shines and does a lot of the heavy lifting in this film. Orlando Bloom and Jaimin Hansu and David Harbour all give exceptional performances, but I feel that David Harbour absolutely steals the show as Jack Salter. I couldn't help but feel that the portrayal of his character was pretty much the on-screen embodiment of the questions that we as the viewers would be asking. Like, what the hell are they thinking taking a guy that plays video games and putting him into a car that goes 250 miles an hour? Overall though, he's great in this movie. And my favorite subject to bring up almost every movie is the music, and Gran Turismo cleverly blends contemporary and classic tracks. It's really a collision of two worlds when it comes to the young and older generations, and it works really well giving us music that complements the film's themes and styles. One last note, and this is the second film under the PlayStation Productions banner. And while Uncharted was a serviceable film, Gran Turismo is definitely a step above that. And if this is the kind of quality that we're going to get from them moving forward, sign me up for all of their video game adaptations. Now let's hit the brakes for a moment and address some speed bumps along this journey. The puns will never die. Gran Turismo has a lot of story to cover in its 2 hour and 15 minute runtime, and the first 35 to 40 minutes are its slowest. While it's essential for setup and character dynamic, you may find yourself itching for the thrill of the race. But I assure you, you will get your fill of racing. One relationship dynamic that's prominently introduced early on is the father-son relationship. However, this crucial dynamic and relationship takes a back seat as the film unfolds. Now, it does come full circle, but its timing in the narrative seems slightly out of place given certain events in the film. And lastly, this might be a little more nitpicky, but I do need to bring up the CGI. For most of the film, it's really well done, but at times it's certainly questionable. While it's possible the visual effects were maybe meant to mirror the aesthetics of the video game, there are moments that will pull you out of the experience undoubtedly. So with all that laid out, should you see Gran Turismo? Yeah. And honestly, if you can make it work, you need to see this in theaters. Gran Turismo is proof that sometimes a movie can pleasantly surprise you when you least expect it. And I'm trying really hard to not oversell this film, but I'm telling you, I really enjoyed the hell out of it, and I'm going to see it again, no doubt. As always, I encourage you to watch the film and form your own opinion though. Let me know your thoughts about it down in the comments below and have your voices heard. Also, if you enjoyed this review, please like this video and subscribe to my channel to get a new movie review from me every week. Next week, the great Denzel Washington returns as Robert McCall in The Equalizer 3. The first two films in the series were solid movies, and I'm expecting this newest installment to be a lot of the same. Denzel kicking ass. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys at the theaters next week.